Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm very excited today because I am here to do an unboxing, a long-awaited unboxing, and it is inside this box. If you've been here before, you'll know that I generally have a handbag wish list every year, and this item has been carried over from I guess 2 wish lists ago now, and it's just been a long time coming. In my previous videos, I have mentioned that I'm always looking forward to this bag. I don't want to stress myself out, and last year I did get stressed out a little bit because of some SA changes, shifts, which I can go into a little bit more detail at the end of this video in case you wanted to hear that story. I know when I brought it up in my last video, some of you were interested, so I can add that to the end of this video. But yes, I think you may know what this item is, and yeah, I'm wondering if you can guess the color. But before we get started, I wanted to share with you, today is actually Valentine's Day when I'm filming this, and I'm wearing some of the things I'll be wearing tonight. I have my earrings on. I've shared this in my previous video. These are the Biwako pearl earrings, and they are so beautiful. They feel so good, and they have an amazing history. It's like a multi-generational family business in Japan, and they are just gorgeous. If you're interested in saving some money, I will list the link for these as well as the code for these below. I'm also wearing some falsies today. I have actually a lot of events this year, a lot of weddings that I'm hoping to use these. These are the magnetic snap-ons, so no glue needed, and yeah, so far so good. I'm terrible at makeup and, you know, like lashes, but yeah, these ones were actually not too bad. So I will link these below if you're interested as well. And then finally, what I'm wearing is this. This is something I've shared on this channel already. This is from Estier. Estier's quality has been really good. Like, I've selected 7 pieces and they have all been knocking it out of the park. This is one that is very warm and very appropriate for this kind of wintry day. It has sheep's wool in it, so it keeps me warm. I love that it has a little snood to like keep it extra cozy, but it doesn't feel itchy, so this is great. I will list this piece below if you're interested. I will also list the video of where I wore this outfit as well as other pieces from Estier below in case you're interested in those. But I do have a promo code for depending on how much you spend. You can use different ones to get up to 50% off basically. So that will all be in the description box below. Right, so getting back to the main attraction of this video, and that is this Hermes handbag unboxing. I actually received this item in January, so it's been a month, a little more than a month now, but I had wanted to wait for the 7RP organizer that I ordered for this bag, and they take a long time because they are handmade, made to order, so I understand why, but that's the reason for the delay why I didn't show this right away. I will share prices. I think I'll do it below actually, because I don't remember on the top of my mind, but I did get it before the price increase. So there was a price increase for Hermes at the beginning of January, and I went there basically the day before. Yeah, I can explain the story of that after this unboxing if you're interested. But yes, let's get into it. Okay, do we have any final guesses? Trivial. My Kelly 25. This is in Epsom, silver hardware, and it is in Etain, or Etain. I don't know how to pronounce that. So close up, you can see that this is the stamped treated leather, so it is very hardy, and it is on tone stitching, so sometimes you do get a different stitching color, but not this one. Like I said, it is the silver hardware. It's very beautiful. It has also 4 feet at the bottom. stepping back a little bit so you could see it in its full glory. Yes, this is the 25 and I have tried one on in the store because they have exhibition pieces. You cannot buy them, but I've tried them on and I knew this was the size for me. So this is the one I requested after I tried it on. I did not know exactly what color. I asked for Rose Darling, which I was told it's impossible. So I was like, okay, anything that is somewhat neutral, but not in a beige color, because I already have a Birkin in the biscuit color. And I also have the Constance in the taupe. So let me show you that actually. Because for a little bit, I was actually not sure if these were too similar. So this one is in taupe and this one is in tan. So you can kind of see that this one is more brown and this one's more gray. They're both with silver hardware, as you can see. And this is my first Hermes bag ever, and I use it so much more than the Birkin. And I think it has to do with the color because it matches quite easily and I don't feel that I'm going to get it dirty. They're both in the Epsom, so you can kind of compare them fairly equally. Sometimes when you have different leathers, the colors don't really match the same way with a different. So because these are the same leather type, you can kind of see them really actually side by side. So I think to the normal person, these look basically the same, but as a handbag lover and, you know, someone who owns many different colors, I do think they are somewhat different. But even if they're in the same color family, which I do think that they are in many ways, the use of these two items are so different that I don't think it's a redundancy in my collection. So let's go back into this one. I want to open this up. So you do have the sangles here with a lock. So let's get into it. It's very stiff because I didn't just get it, but you know, I haven't used it yet. So we can open this together. Well, that's kind of stuck because there's stickers on this, which I will remove at some point. There we go. You can see that it does say Hermes Paris, made in France right there. You can see that there is another dust bag. This holds the strap, which I can show you in just a second. And then there's another baggie, and this holds the lock and clochette. And then you can see that there is a slip pocket up in the front, a zip pocket in the back, and then a big compartment in the inside right here. The leather material on the inside is all leather. So on the top here, it is Epsom, but inside it feels more like, I want to say Togo, but not as soft or thick. So it's a different material on the inside, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. I absolutely love that my phone, which I have the Pixel 8, fits in this pocket perfectly. So let me just show you. It's kind of hard to show you in this angle, but you can see that it fits perfectly in that pocket. So I could put a lot of other things in here and then the phone is safe. Okay, I'll quickly add the clochette and the lock so that you can see. I'm not sure if I will actually keep these on just because I don't want it scratching the bag, but here is the clochette and lock. The clochette and lock is fairly heavy. I think it's mainly from the lock. It's like a very substantial piece, but it is also silver. And I could just wrap it around here. Yeah, you can see the keys are in there. So there we are. You probably remove the lock and put it on here, but again, I don't want to unlock it every time. So I could very well see myself, if I were to wear it, it'd be just like this, or just remove the lock and just keep the clochette, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of am I even carrying keys for not a lock? So then here is the strap. The strap is one length. It's not adjustable, and the strap is actually quite perfect for me. So this is what it looks like. These are actually like sealed still, like it has the plastic on them, which I can remove. So I don't know if that helps you see it a little better, but it does say Hermes right there, and the clasp is right here, so you pull that to do that, and then you can put it onto these little hooks, so like that. The strap does say Hermes Paris, made in France as well. And let's take off the plastic. Sorry, I just did my nails, so I don't want to mess them up. Oh yeah, by the way, this is also Valentine's Day. I did them myself, so they're obviously not perfect because this is not my profession, but I'll put the information of the nail polish that I'm using here below if you're interested in it. But yeah, super cute. All right, back to this. Let me remove the stickers. All right, so there we are. This is, like I said, only one length. It actually fits quite nicely on my frame on the shoulder. I can reach the bottom of the bag, and I am 5'1". So if I wear it crossbody, it is a little tight. The top handle does hit at the chest area, but I could wear this like as, I guess, like if in a pinch I need to run, I can do this, but I definitely see myself wearing it as just a shoulder bag. So like so. And because the strap is removable, you can obviously put any other chain that you would like onto this bag. Let me just take that off. So it'll actually look more like this with the sangles on the outside. I've actually just put them on the inside. But yes, this is kind of what it would look like. I gotta take off all of the, I guess we may do it together right here. I don't know. Let's see if it's difficult to remove. There are quite some stickers on here to protect the lock. Well, okay, the tape goes all the way down this piece of metal. Okay, so I got all of the tape off of the stub thing right here. I have more stickers to remove, but I will do that later. But let me just show you with this closed what that looks like. It is actually quite difficult to take it on and off with the sticker because it creates like a very bulky, bulgy thing. So now it's a lot easier, and you can see this is what it would look like. I think with this material, which is Epsom, it's less important to hold its shape. With my Birkin, which is in Togo leather, I have noticed that it is softer and it kind of falls in more, which is great. I like the look of that for the Birkin, but with this Epsom being so rigid, I don't actually think I need the organizer as much, but I do want to protect the inside of this bag. So I mean, I honestly don't really get my bags dirty. All right, this is the organizer, and it came all wrapped up nicely. Let's see if I could find the opening. Oh, it's actually completely sealed. So you can see that it's like heat sealed here and here, and also at the bottom. So there actually is not a taped area. So I'm gonna rip it open actually. Okay. So here we are. It is made of this Alcantara material, which is a micro suede, so it's man-made material, but you can kind of see that it tapers, so it's very much contouring the shape of your handbag. And it has a little 7RP little logo right here. On the inside, it looks like this. This one does say L'Insert in Alcantara, and it says made in France. So it tells you the little care instructions here, but it also has a scan thing, so you can scan it and see how to wash it and take care of it. But here's the inside. So I love the little like quilting right there. There is a small pocket here, a bigger pocket, 2 slip pockets here, 2 slip pockets here, and then on this side there are 2 equal pockets. So yes, there's a lot of options, and there's also this right here. I'm actually not quite sure what this is because it kind of just goes through, but yeah, it feels so soft and nice. Let's put it inside the Kelly. All right, so here we go. We're gonna see if it fits. I'm sure it will because they're professionals in making organizers for Hermes bags. Okay. Ooh, it feels good. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a perfect fit. And it actually goes up to like the middle of this bag. So it doesn't, maybe 2/3 of this bag. So it doesn't go all the way up, which is good because you don't want it to start hindering, you know, where your pockets are and everything. So yeah, it's beautiful. I love the blue, baby blue with this. I think I got the color in Blue Broom. So they also have a lot of other different colors as well as some Liberty fabrics. So I have a 7RP insert for my Birkin as well, but I do think because this leather is so much more stiff and strong on its own, I could see myself going with a different organizer as well. So this one is very pricey from 7RP. I can see why some people wouldn't want a 7RP. Plus it takes like a month before I got this. So if you want something a little faster and a little bit more reasonable price, and you have, I think, a, you know, a rigid leather like this one, I would say the Zumoni ones are worth checking out. They are way better in price, but of course the material's felt, so it's not like the Alcantara material. But like I said, if you have a very sturdy leather, you may not need such a robust, you know, material for your organizer. In the case you do want to check out the Zumoni one, I do have a promo code angeleyn, gets you 20% off your entire purchase, and they do have custom ones as well. So that may be something to look into. But otherwise, I am so excited about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. I am now going to talk about the story time behind this, because I know a lot of people are curious about getting one of Hermes's quota bags. So if you're not familiar, Hermes does have, I would say 3 bags that are considered quota bags. Quota bags means they are extremely hard to get. Most people cannot just go in and ask for it. It is something that you can only purchase, according to what I've heard, 2 per year. And so if you've been offered 2 already, you're not supposed to get another one that same year. But who am I kidding? I have never been offered even one a year. You know what I mean? So getting 2 per year is probably not going to happen. But anyway, let's just say you do, there is a quota. This is why it's called a quota bag. So this one is one of them. So this is the Kelly. The other quota bag is the Birkin. And the third one, which some people think is quota and some people say it's not quota, is the Constance. So it's right there. And so they are all very popular, which is why I think everybody wants it, and that's why there is such a big wait list. And according to my essay, it's not about how much you spend, but we do, in the community, handbag lover community, we do talk about spend, and that is you buy other things not handbag related, and that is generally a 1-to-1. So if this bag cost $10,000, you're expected to spend $10,000 in other material throughout a year or 2 years before they would offer it to you. Now, according to my essay, there is no such thing, and they look at it based on, you know, what comes into their store, how many people are asking for it, and how recently did you get one, right? So they're looking all into that. And of course, if you are a serious customer, meaning you've purchased with them over the years, consistently over the years, then they would probably consider you over somebody who just walked in once last year and never came back, kind of thing. So they do want it to be for their clients, people who really like their products, which makes sense to me. And according to my essay, it doesn't matter what the spend is. So believe what you will. So for me, when I first heard from my essay, actually I have to kind of go back a little bit. So I have had 3 essays at my local Hermes store, and I'm not talking about, you know, outside of where I live. When I travel, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking specifically about the one at my local boutique. So I started off with one, and that was where I got my Constance as well as my Birkin, and that essay left, moved to a different store, so I got handed off to my second essay. Essay number 2 was nice. I, you know, liked hanging out with her, but she was very hard to get a hold of. When I did get a hold of her, she's very nice, and at one point, I think at the end of 2023, she told me, I think let's look at your wish list because I think there may be something for you soon. So I was excited. December rolled around, I haven't heard from her. January 2024 came around, haven't heard from her, tried to message her, had never heard back. But because she is really hard to reach, I just felt like, you know, maybe she's just, again, out of town or something. I don't know. I wanted to get something in the middle of 2024. I messaged her again. She never responded about the bag, even though she was hinting that there should be one coming for me at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. But in the middle of the year, I asked for something. She was going to help me look, and then she disappeared again. So this has actually caused a lot of stress on my end because it's not just about getting a quota bag. Obviously, I wanted one, but it was just like anything I wanted to get. It was like, where does she go? Turns out she had a medical issue that meant she couldn't be in the store, but I had no way of contacting her, or nobody reached out to tell me that's the situation. So this was just me a couple months just messaging her, trying to call her and be like, hey, is everything okay? Like, I know you were looking for this item for me. Where'd it go? And we're not even talking about a quota bag here. And then I didn't hear anything for 3 months. And finally, I was like, I think an essay from a different brand told me at one point that he used to work with somebody who is now at Hermes. So I just like, you know what? I'm going to reach out and see. So that essay gave me the contact information of another essay at Hermes. And this ended up, when I contacted her, being my 3rd essay. Now, I'm glad I reached out to this 3rd essay because she explained to me what was happening. She didn't go into details because that is personal information, but she did tell me that the reason why I wasn't hearing back was because of this medical condition. So I felt really, really worried for my 2nd essay, but I almost have like a resolution now. I'm like, I know what's happening. And this 3rd essay helped me a lot in the, you know, fall, winter of 2024. She understood my situation. She could see my purchase history, and I actually ended up buying a lot with her and with my husband as well. So we got a lot of our Christmas presents, and, you know, again, these weren't like fine jewelry. There was like one house item. There was, I think, a few ready to wear, some shoes. I've unboxed it on my channel, so if you want to see what I've unboxed, you can go back and look. It wasn't like I dropped a ton of money. It was just me shopping like I like to do, and finally that feeling of being happy shopping at Hermes came back versus like the beginning of that year. It was just been it just felt ghosted, you know, like I felt ghosted. So I was much more happy shopping at Hermes now, and I go back every so often throughout the fall and winter. And in the beginning of January, she actually reached out and said, hey, what color do you like? Because she's not my usual essay. You know, she hasn't spent a lot of time with me. She didn't know and she didn't want to, you know, try to grab me something that I didn't like. So I was so excited. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, and I sent her a bunch of colors, to which a lot of them, either they were no longer, you know, in season, or they were really hard to get if they were in season. So I just said, hey, look, I gave her like a thing. I was like, these are all the kinds of colors I like. So if that helps at all, but I understand, you know, it's difficult. And then one day she was like, hey, do you like Eton? And I was like, yes, I think I do. I did this like whole like comparison, color, everything. And that's all she said about it. And then, can you come in? And I could. I came in as early as I could. And good thing I did, because like I said, I got this right before the price increase. So I went in on Saturday, they're closed on Sundays, and the price increase happened on Monday. So I was like, of course I didn't know that when I walked in, but she explained to me after. So it was quite quick actually. And yeah, so my second essay ended up coming back since then. And yeah, so now I have kind of 2 essays. I'm not sure what to do. How should I say this? I love working with my third essay. I had such a good rapport with her over the last, and my husband really likes shopping with her as well. So we actually enjoy really going in, and she's so easy to reach and so attentive. And she's just, I mean, the last thing I bought from her, she helps me source from a different store. So she is great. Now, I'm not saying my second essay won't be able to do that, but she just hasn't really done that when I was working with her. And so I don't know. I'm like somewhat leaning to stay with my third essay, even though she was technically temporary while my second essay was out, but I do like working with her. So now I'm in this like back and forth with myself, like what do I do? Fortunately, I haven't needed to get anything yet, but when I do, when that time comes, do I go back to my second essay who came back? Or do I stick with the third essay, which I've been working more closely with more recently and who helped me get this bag? So I don't know. Any thoughts on that? It's quite a dilemma on my book. I think ultimately I don't want to make anyone feel upset. I also want to feel happy when I shop. But anyway, not to end on a like sad note, but that is what happened so far last year and kind of the year before, and then also how I ended up getting this bag. If you're interested in the current pricing as well as the pricing that I paid, I will list that below. If you're interested in any of the pieces that I'm wearing today, these earrings, this Estier jacket, my nails, my nail polish, I will include all of that below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to start using this bag. I think I will definitely get a lot more use of this one than my Birkin. I have only used my Birkin maybe, I don't know, a dozen times since I've gotten it, which was like over 2 years ago. I actually use my Constance a lot more. I think I use that, I don't know, on average, I would say maybe like 10 to 20 times a year. If I go on a trip with it, I definitely wear it a lot more. This one, I could see myself wearing a lot more than my Birkin, but maybe not as much as the Constance, just because I like bags that have a top handle and also a shoulder strap. The Birkin doesn't have that. The Birkin only has a top handle, and it's not long enough for me to wear on my shoulders, so it's really like a crook of your arm kind of bag only. And yeah, I definitely love this style more, I think, but we'll see how I get along using it, and you'll for sure see photos of me wearing it as well. I'll be posting those on my Instagram at Clutch to Carry All if you're interested in seeing that. Don't know when I'm going to start wearing it because it's been raining a lot the last few weeks. So I'm hoping to wear it, but I also don't want to get caught in the rain with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one.